On Fridays, we make sandwiches. Let's make a charcuterie and mortadella sandwich. So I'm going to try my hand at making these charcuterie nachos that I've been seeing. And the idea is to try to make a classic sandwich of just fried bologna and chips sandwich, a go-to staple for anybody. Try to fancy it up. So I'm thinking of making these charcuterie nachos, and I'm going to put some sour cream chips, some Gouda cheese grated over the top, and then start using this prosciutto and layering it as I go as well. And then next, I'm going to use brie, and I'm going to cut it up into some small pieces. Now, I Googled whether I should take off the white skin or not. Now, Google told me that I should leave it on because it makes the flavors even more complex and diverse, quote unquote. So I'm just going to cut up into little pieces like this so it can get nice and melted over the whole nachos. And then into an oven at 350 until the brie melts. Now for the bologna, I wanted a fancier version, so I Googled it, and the fancy cousin of bologna is mortadella. And it's crazy, I'd only heard of mortadella because I know that was Anthony Bourdain's favorite sandwich, but I never knew the flavor profile was basically just like a fancy bologna. So it's crazy. So let's check on the nachos and see how they're doing. They look pretty good. They're pretty melted. That white skin from the brie worries me, but let's just fancy it up with a little chopped up parsley. So let's start construction. First, we're going to use the fanciest Dijon mustard in the game.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? But of course.
Grey Poupon. It even has wine.
Damn, now that's classy. So we're going to get a good smear of that Grey Poupon, and then we're going to layer on top of it our fried mortadella. Real nice, real seamless. Now I'm going to layer up a nice chunk of those nachos and put it on top of the mortadella. And then to balance everything out and to bring out the flavors of these nachos, I'm going to add a few spoonfuls of apricot spread. I think this will bring the sandwich a nice sweetness to it. And to finish off our fancy spread, I'm going to add some aioli to this. Just going to add a few squirts and then give it a nice spread. And now we're ready to put the top on it. And then let's get this sandwich cut in half. All right, now let's check out that cross section. Ooh, that looks delicious. Ooh, this one's fancy, pretty. I can't wait to try this. All right, let's go ahead and take a bite and then grade the results. Solid first bite. Very solid first bite. Okay, let's go in for a second one. Thinking about taking that bite right there with the jam, the mayo. This sandwich is really, really good. It has a lot of components to it. It's very complex, the flavors, but in such a good way. The mortadella has a nice crust to it, and it pairs so well with that Grey Poupon. It's a really good mixture. And then you get that layer of nachos, the charcuterie nachos, where it just has those sour cream and onion chips. They're so crispy for being in the oven. And then with the Gouda cheese holding it all together. And then you get that brie that gives it really a nice creamy flavor, very complex, very elevated. And the prosciutto too, it's salty and it's bringing that like smoky agedness to it. And then the apricot jam on top, it's sweet and it really mellows everything out. It brings a nice sweetness to the saltiness. And then the mayo on top, the aioli. The aioli is just nice binding together with the bread. And it's giving you everything that you really like about those classic fried bologna and chip sandwiches. It's just the saltiness, the crunchiness, and then the apricot, that sweetness to it. It's a perfectly balanced sandwich.
Dylan, I'm going to eat the whole thing.
This sandwich is so good, I gotta eat the other half. The crunch is immaculate, and the flavors are just amazing. I mean, just listen to my opinions in real time.
This is complex.
The charcuterie nachos are legit. So if you have any reservation on making them, don't, because they are danky. And putting them into a sandwich just made them too legit to quit. So I'm going to give this grade 9.1. Thanks for watching.